Hey guys, my name is Glenn, and this is my blog, and I figured that today I would do something a little bit different, and maybe give instead of writing the entire blog, maybe give an excerpt of it in video format, right? So that it's a little bit different. I don't know. I figured I would just give it a shot and kind of see how it goes. But what I wanted to say really quick, in like a minute or less, maybe, is this idea that I wrote about today about keeping Christ in Christmas, right? If there's one slogan in the entire world that I absolutely can't stand, uh, that's the one. Keep Christ in Christmas. Now, that sounds horrible, okay? So hear me out here for a second. But I feel like even more commercialized than the idea of Christmas itself is this slogan, keep Christ in Christmas. I mean, like, I heard that there's a movie out about it, right? I haven't seen it, but I know that it's like in the theaters and everybody's talking about it. And you see people drive around with bumper stickers on their cars, keep Christ in Christmas. And everybody gets mad if you write Xmas instead of Christmas. And like, I get it, right? I mean, like, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like, why do we have to be so upset about this, right? Sometimes I think that instead of, as Christians, coming at people who maybe are outside of the church and saying, Christmas is about Jesus, and we've got to keep Jesus in Christmas, and it's all about Him, like, instead of doing that, right? What if instead we kind of took a little bit of a different approach? And when people asked us, like, what do you do at Christmas time, and why do you celebrate Christmas? Like, maybe what we could say instead is, you know what? There's this verse in Isaiah, and I'm actually going to read it for you really quick. It's in Isaiah chapter 7, and it says, "The virgin will conceive a child, and she will give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel," which means God with us, right? So like, what if instead of being all like, we gotta keep Jesus in Christmas, and it's all about Him, and all this kind of stuff, and we're gonna make movies about it, and slap bumper stickers on our cars, and do all this stuff, like, what if instead we just said, you know what? Like, I celebrate Christmas because I believe that Jesus left heaven and came to earth in the form of a human to live His life here, just like you and I have to live. Um, and the Bible says that Jesus was called Emmanuel, meaning God with us. And the whole idea of Christmas, in my mind, and the reason that my family celebrates Christmas, is because we believe that God is with us. And it's a time for us to remember and to celebrate the fact that God left His throne in heaven and came down here to earth to be with me, to be with you, right? And that's why we celebrate Christmas. So maybe this year, I mean, I'm all about you could put a bumper sticker on your car. I don't care. That's cool, right? If that's what you got to do, you could do that. But maybe try slipping in this idea of celebrating Christmas to remember the fact that God is with us. Give it a shot and see what happens. Thanks.